Hi, and welcome to a new edition of a Seville housing market update. Just going over some information about what happened with Seville housing throughout the year of 2021 and looking ahead a little bit to the year of 2022. I'm going to share my screen with you here real quick so I can show you some of these things directly in the MLS so that you don't have to take my word for it. So right now in Seville, we only have 7 active listings. The cheapest, and they're all kind of on the higher end. The cheapest listing currently available in Seville is 640,000, and the most expensive currently is at 1.5 million. So this is what is currently available for sale in Seville. It looks like we've got a new listing here on Seneca. I think one thing that is interesting, the lower end homes, the cheaper stuff in Seville, anything in the probably in the 400s or so, is usually selling super fast, and that's normal for any market, not just Seville. But then these higher end homes are sometimes sitting a little longer, although not always. A lot of these are going to sell really quickly as well. And there's 11 listings that are currently pending and 9 homes that sold in Seville in the past 30 days, giving us a month supply of inventory of 0.78, which is a little higher than the market as a whole. Although, throughout the year, usually Seville has had I'm going to stop sharing my screen here for a second. Usually throughout the year, Seville has actually had a lower month supply of inventory number than the market as a whole. But it's a relative, very small sample size. And I think just the fact that there's 7 active listings is a little higher than we've seen. Some of those listings, I'm sure are going to be getting sold really soon. So not expecting the housing market to slow down in Seville or anything like that. So in 2021, there were 207 homes in the MLS that sold in Seville. It's just MLS data. I'm sure there were some off-market and iBuyer type sales as well, but 207 that sold in the MLS. The cheapest home that sold was 275,000, and the most expensive home that sold was 5.5 million, giving us an average price for the year of $638,096. That 5.5 million, and then there was also one that was in the 3 million range, probably increasing our average slightly, but I'm leaving them in there because there was also a really inexpensive home at only 275, and very few homes are selling that cheap as well. So just leaving all the data is what it is. I'm not trying to remove any outliers at this time. So the average price for Seville for the year of 2021 was $638,096. The average days on market was only 21 days, and the average price per foot was $243.51. That's just to give you a very ballpark idea. Obviously, single-story home, 2-story home size, lot size upgrades. You can't necessarily just take your square footage times 243. Your house might be worth a lot more than that. It might be worth a lot less. Just depends on a lot of different factors. But I still find it interesting to just kind of get a ballpark idea of what's happening on average. Now in 2020. So looking back, the previous year, we did see 263 home sales in Seville. So about 60 or 58 fewer homes sold in Seville in 2021. But of course, the average price was significantly higher. The average price in 2020 was $494,834. So we actually saw an average sales price increase in Seville of 29%. Now, the Phoenix market as a whole saw an average sales price increase of about 24%. So I think probably the reason why it's at 29% is, again, a couple of those outliers, the 5.5 million and the 3 million. I think it was like a 3.5 million. If those were removed, I think that the Seville neighborhood is probably doing about the same as the market as a whole, with average sales prices being up somewhere between 20 and 25%. An interesting thing, though, the average days on market for homes in 2020 was 44 days, while as in 2021, it was only 21 days. So homes sold twice as fast in 2021. And the average price per foot in 2020 was only 190. So average price per foot increase of about $50 per foot. So every foot you have in your house is worth an extra $50 now. Congratulations. um, Anyway, the market as a whole, inventory is still extremely low, and still tons of buyers coming from other markets, particularly California. And we do expect home values to continue to rise at a dramatic pace, probably somewhere between 10 and 15% is what we're predicting for the year of 2022. So if you would like to get an update regarding the value of your home, or some different stats or some comps that are more similar to your house, we would be more than happy to provide that for you. So please reach out, and we would just absolutely love to do that. There's no obligation or no cost. You don't need to be selling your home. Maybe you just want to update your net worth and you'd like to know what your house is worth. We would be more than happy to put that information together for you. So hope you found this information helpful, and let us know if you have any questions.